Peace and blessings, family, friends, supporters, loved ones. Welcome to another episode of Exodus Radio. Today we have a very special episode. Today we're going to be giving a commencement to some of our newest consultants and some folks who have dedicated, themselves to being a bridge through this exodus and through this movement. And so throughout this show, we're going to introduce each one of those consultants to you. Some of them you know already, some of them you may not. But all of them have just completed a 3-week intensive, really quick, training. But they've all taken on this role as a voice or as a bridge or as a participant in the assistance of bringing our brothers and sisters from the diaspora back to the continent and connecting them with resources here on the ground. Welcome everybody again to Exodus Radio. I'm going to ask that you like this video. Make sure go ahead and share it onto your news feeds. Tag somebody in it. Share it to a friend. Let's make sure to introduce not only these personalities or these consultants that we, show some love to today, but also some of the resources that are being shared. We want you guys to be able to, use these in your lives and to advance, your movements, especially as you engage the African continent. All right. Welcome to Exodus Radio. So over the past 7 years, we've had the opportunity to work together with so many people from both here on the ground in Senegal and Gambia and other places, but also so many of us in the diaspora who have been, pounding us with questions, with interest, with, seeing how they can get involved. Reaching out to us in all kinds of ways on social media, by email, by phone, etc. We've been inundated with this particular interest. And so we took on the task of bridging those relationships because we understood how important it was for members of the diaspora to connect here on the continent, but also to work together with local people to bring resources and increase and improve the quality of life. And so speaking of which, today we hosted about a dozen or so really sharp candidates here for interviews to add to our team, our local team. And these are African people from all over the continent. We interviewed people today from Central Africa Republic, people from Congo, people from other West African countries that were all excited about working together with our organization and with our incoming repatriates. One of the recurring answers or responses that I heard today in interviewing these new candidates to join our ground team was that they were very excited that we are doing what we're doing here. They are very excited about working together with African Americans and other members of the diaspora, and they're very excited about being a part of the team that brings resources into their communities. And so that gave us renewed hope as we sat around that war room conference table today and talked to these sharp candidates, many of whom had master's degrees, many of whom are, business owners themselves and have incredible resumes and experiences. To see that they were still very excited about working together with our African American repatriates and with our projects that bring people here, told us that once again, that the local people not only support what we're doing, but are excited to get involved as well. So shout out to everybody that came to our interviews today at the Grand National Theater here in Dakar. It was great talking to you all. We look forward to the next stages in you guys' journey as you join our team. So if you guys are watching, give yourselves a round of applause in reaching out and taking that step to come and sit down with us. Also, shout out to New World Media, and the Dream Restaurant, and the whole crew there, as we partner with them on several different programs, including the Return, a 7-day event to take place the week of Juneteenth this year, here in Dakar, Senegal. All right. So for those of you who are looking for a time to come and visit us, Juneteenth will be the time to do it. All right. So with no further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump into some of the commencements today. One of the first people that I want to go ahead and uh, uh, give her license, because that's what this is for. We are licensing these individuals to be able to sell and represent our services. So if you guys are personal friends of any of these people, you may actually go through them to obtain our memberships and our support, our consulting. So these people will be extended arms and legs of the Made in Africa Project and the Exodus Alliance. And so one of these people is a young lady, and she has been reaching out to me for over a year or so, excited about the day that she would make her return. And so through that time, she's been building resources even before coming, in connecting with other, influencers and other bridges, other brokers, other people here on the ground, and building her own network. And so here over the past couple months, she's actually landed and she's touched down here on the ground, based in Ghana. And since she's been here on the ground, she's already hit the ground running, not just building a household, which she has been doing, but also building her own businesses and her own legacy. This sister has been a close supporter of the movement and always reaches out with opportunities to collaborate, including last year's Africa Day. She was one of the influencers that was supposed to actually be here in Dakar with us for that event, where she was going to host certain portions of it. So now she's here on the ground in Africa. She's in Ghana. And just over this past week, she hosted one of her first guests here on the ground, who happened to be a very popular old school singer that a lot of us loved coming up in the 80s and 90s, from Tony, Mr. Dwayne Wiggins. Many of you know him as the brother of Raphael Sadiq. And so he spent the past week touring with this sister in Ghana, getting to know the ground. And while she was giving this tour, and this is why we show, these people's greatness. While she was giving a tour to this celebrity visitor, she was still going through her training with us, getting the knowledge that she needs to improve the quality of her touring business and of her repatriate services. So the first person we're going to present a official license to represent the Made in Africa Project, Exodus, Repatriation, and Investment Club, and backed by the entire Exodus Alliance, is my sister, Victoria Ile. Here we go. You have to take your mic off mute.
All right.
Victoria is of Khalifa Consulting. Victoria, how are you, my sister?
All is well, RJ. So thankful to have this certificate in my hands now. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Just thankful for the introduction, thankful for this work and this opportunity to just deepen my knowledge and skill set to support other repatriates. Right. As you said, we're in Ghana right now. It's a little noisy, but we're outside. Our brother Dwayne is just finishing up a studio session, so hopefully he'll be able to drop in. They're on their way. But he, just like our other uncle Stevie, they want to come home, right? And so, like you said, we're the ones to help to bridge. So I'm just thankful to be in this position, to be a bridge to help. Hey, Joe Black! Uncle Dwayne! Perfect, Uncle. Take a seat. We're live with RJ in the Made in Africa Project. Yes, for the Exodus Alliance. Come. Look who we have live with us. Our Uncle Dwayne.
Peace, brother Dwayne. What's going on?
Wonderful.
I was just telling
Great to meet you.
The good people.
Digitally.
how we're so thankful for my repatriation license.
Oh, get up.
So I can support people like you that want to come to the continent.
That's right. That's
yes,
right.
Sir.
Peace,
Great
brother.
host,
Welcome
man.
to the soil.
Oh, man. Happy to be back.
Absolutely. You're in good hands. And just to fill you in on what she's holding there, we've put our 7 years of experience in assisting our people on the ground into a training so that people like Victoria can be able to provide services for people like yourself in a safe and secure and a way that's backed by our Exodus Alliance organizations. And, so we can see that you get the proper service. So she's now licensed in that from us.
Hey,
anyway,
man, she's doing a great job too. I'm a testament to that, man. She great job, man, and that's definitely needed with us. Yeah. Nice. And I've been coming here a few times, but this was a good build right here. I experienced a lot. I learned a lot, and that just confirms that I will be coming back. And
that sounds good.
Better and better.
Yes,
and Victoria told me that you were looking to come down to Senegal to be a part of the return in June. Tell me, what do you expect, man? How do you want to get involved? Tell the people, how they should see you here.
Well, the first things we got involved because I've been coming back and forth. I'm finishing a project, which is a movie called Timeless, and I ended up scoring it in the whole bit in the movie, and I didn't know everything about the movie until I started watching all the parts and putting the music to it, and found out that it was based off Ghana and the Virgin Islands, the transition and the whole bit, and the movie's about human trafficking, and that's how I got some more. So I've been back and forth, and I want to do a series that kind of like gives people real deep insight on what it really is, like for us over here. You know what I mean? And why we should be coming. So that's how it really worked for us. And, I'm using music, and in this case, movies to be a part of that transition, to support that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
that's
RJ
huge, man. That's huge. We're excited about, getting involved and helping you to, find what you need here on the ground to make your impact, brother. You got something special. You're obviously somebody who can bring some resources in your own field and genre, and we stand behind you, man.
Well, I'm looking at this like the music and the culture. Since I've been coming here, I'm like, Afrobeat is really like the new wave all over the world, the new pop. And then what really, I'm not saying this is all that confirmed it, but watching Stevie Wonder on his latest interviews speaking about and I'm like, and I've been over here, so I'm like, I've been trying to tell people it's like the new Motown and everything else about the book. So that's what I do. And my thing is to work with the youth and give them the business at industry level. And that's it. So I think we're going to have a great, coming together.
Yes, do that symbol. Do that symbol. The hand signal. Yes, this is our hand signal for our team.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Hey, thanks so much, Dwayne. You guys live it up down there. Enjoy yourself. Have a safe travel back. And then we look forward to seeing you this summer, possibly in Dakar, all right?
Absolutely. Good, man. Pleasure.
Give thanks, y'all. I got to get back to hosting my uncle, Dwayne Patrice. He's dropping the Wiggins, and he just holding that Patrice down.
I told him, like, you know what? I think I got this figured out. Okay, so I got to drop the Wiggins. My father named me Dwayne Patrice Wiggins, and I never knew who Patrice was until I made it of age. And so I'm like, I'm going to drop the Wiggins, and he's just going to be corporate.
Yee! So after Patrice Lumumba.
Exactly.
I say. So give thanks, y'all. We're going to dip out. Our uncle's leaving soon in a couple hours. So thank you for this opportunity. Thank you, the Made in Africa Project. Hope to represent well. Bless up.
Nice. Thanks so much, guys. So that's Victoria Eoa of Khalifa Consulting. She is one of our new Made in Africa Project Exodus consultants based in Ghana. And she was joined there by Dwayne Wiggins of Tony. It's Raphael Sadiq's brother hanging out with her in Ghana and saying he'll be here in June for the return. So really quickly, we're going to bring on one of the elders of the Exodus Alliance who has some words to say to our new commencing repatriate consultants. And so this brother is the President General of the United Negro Improvement Association and Africa Communities League, the UNIACL. This brother is a very impactful brother when it comes to spreading the word of Pan-Africanism and putting it in place. So let's go ahead and bring on, without further ado, we're going to talk to Brother Cleo Miller.
Great.
Elder,
Thank you.
how are you?
I'm doing fine. Thank you, Brother RJ. Universal Negro Improvement Association. You keep slipping up saying United, but that's all right.
That's right.
We're united in a way
give me
universally.
a check, Unc.
We're united universally.
We're united universally. That's right. That's right.
Yes,
that's right.
But it is an honor to actually be here today just to say a few words to the new members of the Exodus Alliance or consultants coming in. It's a great task. It's a great honor for them to come in and want to be a part of us and to actually help marshal some of our people back from the other parts of the world on to the continent of Africa. I applaud them, I respect them, and I look forward for great things that they can do, because we all need that as we decided that we want to make that pilgrimage back home to the homelands. I haven't made that pilgrim yet, but I'm there. I'm there in heart and in spirit, and hopefully.
Right.
I will be there. Hopefully, before the year is out, I'll get a chance to set foot up on our homeland. But
Right.
I think when you do things such as what they're doing now, coming in and sharing information, inviting other people back, it connects us back to our history and our culture, and it gives people a sense of a pride and dignity to say that, hey, things are not what they should be or where we want them to be, and wherever we are domiciled at this point in time. But if we get back to our homeland, Africa, then hey, maybe we can start to correct some of the mistakes that have been made over the years with our forefathers, and actually send that message on to the future, our youth, as we move forward, because Africa is the place to be, and whether we realize it in our minds or not, it is the place to be, and we just have to continue to get that word out through people such as the sister that just got her certificate, and as well as the others who will come along, that this is what we need to do. Because if we're going to better ourselves, we have to have a place where we can own something, we can do something, we can share with our future generations. So thank you for giving me an opportunity just to speak a little bit here. I'm on my way to a doctor's appointment that I have to be at, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, President General. We appreciate having you, and we will definitely live up to that creed.
Thank you.
Peace, brother.
Peace.
All right. So that was the President General of the Universal Negro Improvement Association, the UNIACL, who is also a member of the Exodus Alliance. And so he's chiming in to wish our new consultants a good luck and thanks for taking this step. All right. So our next up is somebody who's also been working pretty heavily to get here to the soil. This is a young lady who has been creating just as many resources before coming as she has since she touched down. And this is a young lady who has been resilient against all odds to get here to the continent. All right. This young lady has, since touching down here, already kicked off several of her own independent businesses. She's been making considerable strides towards assisting others with the process. And she's been working with our team already, developing new media. You guys may have seen her on our weekly episodes of Africa Day News. This young lady is Daea Mtima of Woman Tree. She is our next repatriate consultant to earn a license with the Made in Africa project. Daea, welcome.
What's up? Hey, everybody. How
Here's
are
yours right
you?
here.
Can you hear me good?
We can hear you.
Okay, yes. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be receiving this license. I'm actually here filming for you right now. So we're working right now. It's just
Right.
texting me like, where you at? So yes.
Absolutely. So, really quickly, I know you guys are down there still filming at the Grand Theater. And matter of fact, everybody, I just left from where she is probably an hour ago. I rushed here just to get the show started. But they're there filming for another film project. Really quickly, just share with the people your experience so far on the ground and what you have in store.
Oh my goodness, it's been amazing. A lot of people know that my story was kind of crazy as far as me just wanting to get here for the last 7 years. We went through canceled flights. My kids and I survived in New York. It's a pretty good story. And all of that, like me not really knowing, I had never been here to Senegal before. It was really just me going off of what I felt and what I heard from other friends and family that had moved here, and it's more than what I thought. Just when it comes to connecting with people, I love the way here at Senegal we have this whole like hospitality Teranga vibe. So it's like I don't know the language. I've never spoken French or Wolof. I've still managed to meet so many people, connect with so many friends. Business is just like it's mind blowing the opportunity that we have here. So I've been really enjoying it. Mhm. Uh-oh. Can you hear me? Okay. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Sorry about
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. And congratulations again. I know
Yes.
you've been through so much of your journey. This is just a testament to the fact that the opportunities are endless. So we welcome you on the
Yes.
Made in Africa team, and we wish you all success.
Yes, I just want to say that this class was everything. I don't know how many more people this class is available to, but I've done my media thing and my team thing. I run a whole business team of women, and still, it's like I needed this class to kind of like pull my coattail on certain things, just kind of keep me in line, keep me organized. I loved being able to connect with other repats and us being able to relate on the things that we've been through. So yeah, you got me hyped. You got me hyped, brother. After these
Thanks a
classes.
lot. Thanks for getting
Yes.
involved. This is just the beginning, and we got a lot more impact to make. All right.
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Peace, my
Mhm.
sister.
All right, y'all. Peace.
All right. So that was Daea Mtima of Woman Tree. She is a painless birthing doula. Okay. And she provides those services for repatriates here on the ground. Women here who are having babies and they want, that personalized attention in the process. My sister is providing that for several women right now and being a great doula for them. So shout out to Daea. Also, as I said earlier, she is now hosting our Africa Day News, bringing you guys updates from the continent as well. All right, so moving along. All right, so we just heard from Victoria Lay in Ghana. That was Daea Mtima in Senegal. We're going to go back to Ghana. All right, our next repatriate consultant, our new licensee of the Exodus program, is somebody you all are probably pretty familiar with. This sister has been coming back and forth to the continent for years. She's been creating different media ongoing about the continent. One of her more recent projects has been promoting Black love on the continent and intercontinental love, which I feel like is a great, connection to be made. And this sister is also living her best life, as we all know, because she is a superstar, and appropriately so. Gina Eoa, the African superstar, is our next repatriate consultant here on the continent. Gina.
Hello, everybody. This is Gina Eoa the one and only African superstar. Thank you so much, Rashad. As you guys can see, I'm here. I'm actually poolside. There's the pool. We're here chilling in Ghana.
You always poolside.
I'm actually with a fellow YouTuber, Ty Inspire.
Oh, hello.
So hi, everybody. So yeah,
Peace,
so
sis.
we
What's
are.
going on?
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed this training. It was phenomenal. Obviously, we have together been promoting the continent to lots of people out in the diaspora. It's time to come home. And I really, I really commend my brother for working hard to set up the infrastructure to help us do this, you know, because we can't expect anybody else to tailor, you know, our needs here, except for those of us that are here. So I'm here available in Ghana. I like to show the luxury life that's available for people that, you know, have a certain taste and, you know, maybe they're not into a lot of what we see repetitively promoted. I show the nightlife on my content. I show, you know, and I definitely live that. Like
Oh, don't
I
we
was
know?
like I'm like texting Rashad like, how long is the meeting gonna be? Because I'm trying to get back in the pool. You feel me?
Let me
So
tell y'all
yeah,
something. Let me tell y'all something. I gotta give Gina two. I gotta give Gina 2 thumbs up for 2 different things. All right. The first thing is every single class of this training, Gina was the first one there. Every single class, she was early to log in. She was early. She was on there ready to go. And I gotta give her big probe. I gotta give her big, big love for that. She was on time. She was early every time.
thank
The
you.
second thing that I have to give her props for is every show, Gina was chilling at the same time. She was either by the pool or she was in the gym. she was out kicking it, but she was still in the class. She was still responsive. She was still, you know, available for questions. She really dug her feet in deep. I love you, sis. Good job. Thanks for,
Yeah,
you know,
man. Thank
sticking
you
that
so
out.
much, man. I appreciate you a lot. And again, I want to showcase this to those of you guys suffering out there, living that struggle life in the West. There's a lot of opportunities here. You can cultivate the life you want. You know, this is how I should be living. And that's why I live this way here in Ghana. So big shout outs to you guys. Much love, Rashad. Much love to the Exodus team. Big shout outs to all the other trainers, you know, my components. I appreciate you guys and much love. Until we meet again, stay black and true. If you ain't black, just stay true.
That's right. That's right. Gina Eoa, the African superstar, is our newest repatriate consultant based in Ghana.
Right.
The African superstar brand gets a license from the Made in Africa Project to provide repatriation services on the ground. So shout out to Gina. You guys make sure to follow her YouTube channel also, the African Superstar, and see this whole life of luxury she's living. I don't know how she does it, but she's doing it well. All right. So our next person up, as we went first to Ghana, then back to Senegal with Daea Mtima, and then to Ghana again with Gina. We're going to come back to Senegal. Our next licensee who went through the training with the Repatriation and Investment Club through the Exodus, also just touched down here on the ground a little over 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago. And this sister, you know, which is really rare for us to see, also came, you know, alone, but she came ready to get involved right away. It only took her a matter of days to get her apartment as we helped her to get settled in. She had a container shipped within days. She was getting involved and invested or implanted pretty quickly. And so she also saw that in her outlook that she would possibly want to provide these kind of services as well, because, you know, now that she's here on the ground, she has the resource and availability to do so. So we invited her into the Exodus Repatriate Consultant Training. And like the others, she was in every class, made sure to gather that information needed to help welcome repatriates on the ground and develop this kind of media and create these types of investment opportunities. And so now we go ahead and we are proud to offer a license to Krina. Are you here?
Yes, I'm
Katrina,
here.
can
I'm
you hear?
here. Yes, I'm here.
There she is. All right. All right. That's
I'm trying to take care of a little
everybody. You
business
guys may
here.
have seen her on an episode of Africa is for Africans. She is our next licensee, and her license is right here. Katrina.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. Thank you for going through the training. Thank you for, putting up with us, here on the ground as we get you settled in. How do you feel about the training that you went through, and how do you feel like you'll be able to use it?
Well, it was a good training. I got the blueprint on being a consultant here in Dakar, which will be very. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get back in my car.
I see you.
Yeah. Which will be very helpful in getting other patriots over from America, UK, wherever they need to come from. So you all need to come home. This COVID thing is spoke. We need to speak. We need to bring our finances here, okay? Because together we can help build Africa. I'm with Dr. Arakana. This is what we're supposed to be. So I thank you for allowing me to be a part of this, and you all come home.
That's you, girl. That's you. You come pick it up, put it in a frame, put it on your wall somewhere.
Okay, I will. I don't know where you live, but okay. All right.
All right. So
thank you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. You be safe out there now. Get off that phone driving.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, guys. That was Katrina, one of our newest repatriates here in Dakar. She's been here for several months. And now as she gets settled in, she's also going to be joining our consultant team as a consultant for the Exodus. All right. Now, the next two that I bring on are particularly special to us here at Exodus Radio, but they made sure to not be treated special in this training program. All right. Although they've been here on the ground building resources for years, although they have served dozens, maybe hundreds of repatriates and clients between them, and although they are among our co-hosts here on Exodus Radio every week, they too, including Sister Ya and Chief Fode, both took the full repatriate consultant training course. They both dug their feet in and studied the incredible detail that we've put there. And so they both will also be earning a license from Made in Africa Project to represent the Exodus Repatriation and Investment Club. And again, these individuals didn't have to do this. They did it because they want to be better for this movement. They did it because they want to understand the format that we're putting together. Right? This is not just about telling people how to do a thing, but coming together around a united system so that we can all have a collective structure, so that we can all be on the same page, and so that we can all hold each other accountable. All right. So first up, I'm going to go ahead and bring Sister Ya, who also wins herself a license.
Hey, brother.
What's going on, sister?
My lights just came back on. So
that's good to see. That's good to see. You got your AC back on?
Yeah, actually, no. I just got the door open for some light but I got the fan going, so it's circulating air now. But at first it was like, they sent out the notice and told people the areas that would be affected because they're doing some upgrading. So Ghana is trying to move on up, you know.
Wow.
So yeah, so we
Hey,
expected it
we're
wasn't
growing
like,
pains.
you know, yeah. So they told us it would be off, you know, from what time and when it would came back on. It actually came on like 30 minutes earlier than what they said. So
That's good.
Ghana, we
That's
moving
good.
up. We moving
That's
on
right.
up. Y'all better
That's
come
right.
on
Go
over
ahead,
here. Y'all better get on over here.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So yeah, so as Sister KT says, congrats to you on finishing this repatriation investment training. This was really cool for to have you and also Fode in that class because it's important to make sure that everything, even that I share in that class, is agreed upon by other experienced repatriates. How did you feel about some of the content in the class? How did you feel about some of the strategies that we shared?
I learned a lot. And I learned some things that I hadn't even thought about, and I learned ways to do things better. You know what I mean? So I found the course very beneficial. Um, I would, anybody that's coming over and looking to do what we do in terms of being a resource on the ground and help people, I recommend it. And it's a nice idea for us all to have a type of uniformity and
Right.
thought on how to do it. You know what I mean? And what to be doing and how we should go about it. It makes sense. Everything that was in the course, literally made sense. And it was from a 100% like business minded point of
Your
view.
lights go back on.
Service, yes, but to do it in a very professional and business way. So I mean, I really, really found it beneficial, and I'm glad I went through it. And it was wonderful meeting some of the other people in the class because I didn't know everybody. I knew Gina and Chief Fode, but it was nice to meet some of the others. And so I think you and your sister Leah did a really great job putting that course together.
Thanks. I'm glad that you guys found it impactful. Our main goal is to just do exactly what you said. Just try and share some, strategies and things that may not have been thought of or may not have been, looked at from that angle. And I think that now that we have a blueprint to go by, we can all formulate more united fronts as we, offer these services in our various countries. Offering options is always a huge, goal of ours, objective of ours is make sure that people have options, make sure that they have what they're looking for. And so now that, you all are licensed and we all have this, united system, I think that'll be a lot more productive.
Absolutely, absolutely right.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
Mm-hmm.
trying to get Fode on. It's like Fode's call dropped off right before I introduced you guys. I thought he was gonna call right now.
He sent a message in a WhatsApp group that they're having Wi-Fi problems. Senegal is, lately last few weeks, Chief's been having difficulties.
Right, Sierra Leone, and it wasn't always like that. That's the thing. It's like that just got like that here over the past month or so.
Yeah. I mean, he used to not have these problems, but it's been bad lately. Somebody asked me how long the lights were out. Honestly, I can tell you that it's not bad. It really isn't. It went out because they scheduled it to go out so that they can do some upgrades. They could do some work, but we don't have lights out often.
Right. Same here. I mean, we get very short power outages here in Senegal or in Dakar rather, but never more than 15, 20 minutes tops, 30 minutes, and we're back on. But it wasn't always like that. 5, 6, 7 years ago, you could definitely expect some 4 hours, 6 hour power outages. Maybe a few times a week, couple times a week. But that has improved heavily here over the past few years. So,
I mean, anybody that has been following me know I told y'all that's why I left the last time in Ghana, because they had a real bad energy crisis. It was terrible. You know what I mean? And it got to the point, I mean, we were having lights out like 12 hours or more a day. And then when they would come on, you would be asleep. It'd be in the middle of the night when you sleeping. You didn't get the benefit of the lights. You know what I mean?
Right, right,
So,
right.
and
You
by the
missed
time
out.
you wake back up in the morning, they back off again. And that went on for 6 months or so, and I just couldn't take it no more. I thought it would get better, but it just never would. Kept getting worse and worse. So me and the kids went back to the States. So I can tell you that now, since I've been back,
It's way
we
better.
don't really have it's
Yeah.
it's
It used to
100%
even be like that with the water here, and this was probably particularly when we lived in the outer regions. We weren't in Dakar at that time, but we did notice that, or I'm sorry, in that area, you know, the water would only come on like late at night. You know, so you might go 10 a.m. or 8, 9 a.m. until midnight without water, and then the water would just randomly come on at like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. You'd have like 6 to 8 hours of water. you know, but that was years ago, and we definitely don't see those issues anymore. Now we got round the clock running water, good water pressure, clean water. So improvements are definitely out there. Thanks a lot,
Well,
Gregory
brother, we've
for
been
the super chat. Go ahead.
We've been telling people that this is the best time to come, doing the building, this is the time when you get on the ground level where everything is we're going through some growing pains, but I'm telling you, this is the time to get in here and start something and create something, because man, this is like the floor level. It's only going to go up from here. I mean, just look in how what RJ is saying, and I see development in Ghana going on everywhere. That I see. I remember some roads that were so terrible, and now they're paved in certain. I see them building roads and highways and train. They got a whole new train rail system that is coming out. I mean, development is coming. Development is coming. So y'all need to get on board.
To Gambia. Yeah.
RJ, your mic is on, right?
What you say?
Your mic is on.
Yeah. So we're answering the question on the screen. So I'm actually sitting here with a Gambian, and so I wanted to get the most up to date answer for Gregory X's question, which is, what are the approximate taxes and fees associated with shipping a vehicle into the Gambia? And so I was asking my partner Pablo, who's here and is a Gambian, and so he says that it can vary per vehicle. You could pay what's the 4-axle fee?
Well, I don't have the exact number, though. I know it's cheaper. It's half of what you pay in Senegal.
So whereas he says he probably can't get you the exact number without knowing the kind of car. Whatever it is, it's probably half the price of what it costs to bring a car into Senegal. So Gambia is really inexpensive to bring a vehicle in. Also, it doesn't have the year limit, which Senegal has a 7-year limit. You can't bring cars older than 7 years. In Gambia, you don't have that restriction. And so a lot of people do prefer bringing their cars into Gambia. So hope that answers your question. Gregory X, thanks for the super chat. We appreciate it. We look forward to building with you more. For those of you who have these kind of questions or who are interested in learning more about how we can move, how to bring a container in, how to rent a house, how to buy land, how to start a business, how to get registered, how to get residency, how to start a bank account, all of these things are covered under a membership with the Exodus. All right. So you guys can visit our website, madeinafricaproject.com, and you can register for the Exodus there. And now that we have our new repatriate consultants, you can actually reach out to any one of them for an Exodus membership as well. So if you are, Daea, or if you know Katharina, or if you know Sister Ya, or Chief Fode, or Victoria, any of those folks, they're now licensed to sell our memberships. And so when you buy a membership from them, not only are you helping, them to, put some economic stimulation into their projects, you're also going to have our backing as well. So you can sign up with them, and then I'll be still helping to consult you. Our entire team and network will be here to provide those services in the countries that we operate in, and you'll have just a little more support. So any of these folks here that we just gave a license to, if any of them are in your network, reach out to them, ask them about becoming a member, and as you do that, we will be here to provide those services for you. Okay. Thanks a lot to everybody tuning in on today's show, Exodus Radio. Y'all make sure to drop your cities, states, countries, regions in the chat so that we can shout you out. All right, Sister Ya. We got a lot to talk about. We don't act like this all we got to talk about, Sister Ya. We got a lot to talk about now.
Oh no, it's a lot. It's a lot going on, man. I want
Bitcoin still climbing.
Well, it went down. It's gone down, but it's going to go back up. See, when it's down is when you're supposed to buy. It's still in a bull run. But what happens is a lot of people that don't really understand the cycles freak out, and then they go sell, and then they lose. You don't do that. You wait. You got to hold it because it's going to go back up. Okay, because the financial institutions are coming in, the wealthy billionaires are coming in, and so it's not going to, it's going up, and you got to use your brain. If all of these rich white people, because they know that hyperinflation is coming with the dollar, you can't just keep continuing to print fiat currency, and you just keep printing and keep printing.
Yeah. They've been trying to get up from under that for years. They just wasn't really sharing with us how they was going to do it. But quiet is kept, these are those methods. Yeah. This is all part of that new world order. But, the beautiful thing with this Bitcoin thing is right now that the more it's being made available, the more valuable it's becoming. But on top of that, it's really empowering whole new sectors and whole new industries for people. And so, a lot of folks are seeing opportunities in Bitcoin from different angles. And that's what I respect about it. Like, it's not just, about buying and holding Bitcoin, the coin, but you got a lot of other things you can be doing in there. I know they have this, what do they call it when you're like one of the registrars? Give me the word. Sister Ya. Can you hear
me? What?
The Bitcoin.
Yes, I can hear you.
People who register everything. A miner. There you go. Mining Bitcoin. So we've got folks who are now getting into
the miners.
Aspect of it. Yeah. Sister Ya was froze for a second there.
Listen,
all right.
I'm telling y'all something.
2019.
I said it. The cryptocurrency.
I'm sorry. Shout out to Gregory. I didn't realize that's actually one of the he's an Exodus member. Dope. That's my brother right there. So what were you about to say? Go ahead.
I was just saying that the cryptocurrency is a lifeline. Y'all, I cannot begin to tell y'all how many people have become Black and white and Asian who have become millionaires in a short amount of time by investing in cryptocurrency. You need to find you a really good coin that has a good project behind it. Do some research on it, and if you get some coins, say you get 1,000 coins. Imagine if you would have got Ethereum when Ethereum was some cents a few years ago, and now Ethereum is almost hit 2,000. You would be a millionaire right now. You would be a multi-millionaire if you just had 1,000 coins. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. If you would have got it when it was 10 cent or 5 cents.
You see, now they're looking to stimulate this Bitcoin thing in Africa. As you've seen, Jay-Z and Jack Dorsey from Twitter just invested, I think 500 Bitcoin, which is like $24 million into Africa. And they're doing this because some African nations are, blocking Bitcoin. So for instance, in Nigeria, they just announced that they're shutting down all crypto accounts in the country. That may be a reason for that. I'm not going to say that, maybe they're not facing some, security issues or things like that there. But we do need to open those kind of portals up. And so this stimulation of Bitcoin that Jay-Z and Jack Dorsey is putting in Africa is said to be specifically for that, to show governments that this can be beneficial to them and, stimulate economies with it. I mean, that's what the continent wants to see right now.
Exactly. Tesla got in, and a week or two, less than 2 weeks later, they made over $1 billion buying Bitcoin. I mean, it's down now, but the point is, it's down now, but it's going to go back up, and it's going to go higher than it was when it dropped down. You understand what I'm saying? So I just ask people to really consider. I mean, I'm not giving any financial advice, but all of you that are trying to figure out how you're going to get out, how you're going to leave, where you're going to get some money from, you need to start considering investing in cryptocurrency for your own benefit. Buy your kids a few thousand here of a cheap coin, but it's a good coin, not any coin.
Exactly.
A coin that has a really good project behind it.
Even the A-coin now is gaining steam. They're picking up a lot of steam with the A-coin as it just signed a partnership with Travala, one of the largest travel agencies around the world. And so now they're able to purchase plane tickets, hotels, book rental cars, all that kind of stuff using A-coin. And then, guys, don't forget about the Lumi, which isn't a cryptocurrency, but a digital currency backed by the Akangpong Maroon Central Bank. But they are actually giving out a stimulus check of $100 in Lumi every month for the next 3 years. And that 3 years is winding down, guys. It's more like 2 years and 8 months now. So, and it may not be, much, right? You might scarf at the amount, but that may be funds that later on, right, at the end of that 2 years, you might be able to take that $2,000, $2,500, et cetera, in Lumi and spend it on services here on the ground, perhaps to pay for, your stay when you get here, right, or to pay for certain things that you need, depending on who's accepting at the time. So let's get behind these kind of things so that we can give them more value. It's just like the Bitcoin, right? When you see Jay-Z and Jack Dorsey put $20 million into this coin, when you see the richest man in the world put 1.5 billion into it, right? When you see these things happen, that tells you that in those circles, they are talking amongst themselves about where this coin should be, what they're going to use it for, how they're going to affect different markets with it, right? So they've already had the conversation of how this benefits them. And then they say, okay, great. If we're going to make it that powerful, we all got to put our money into it. It's more than just talking.
Yeah.
It's more than just, we finally got a cryptocurrency, I'll get it. Whatever. No, we have to actually put our money into it, put our support behind it, right? Dump our assets in there, right? So then the pie gets bigger, the value grows, the strength grows, and now we've got something powerful to call our own. But we can't all just sit back and look and watch from a distance. I'll see, I'll check on it. Maybe I'll get, I don't know, right? Put your time, your energy, and a little bit of your change into it, and you might come out on top.
Absolutely. And let me tell y'all something. Somebody posted a sign in a grocery store. They had a sign in the meat department talking about they will accept Bitcoin, Ethereum, and something for the meat. And now let me tell y'all something. Ain't nowhere in the world, you gotta be smart. Don't spend your crypto on stupid, because that same crypto, there was a guy in the beginning. Some of y'all might know the story. Yeah. They will accept you can pay with these crypto. Now, why would I buy some $15 meat with my crypto and same crypto next month?
They try to collect them coins too.
They trying to collect. Yes, they're trying to. And these people know how to, the big wigs, they know how to manipulate the markets and stuff. So they will do things to drive down the price when it's getting too high, because they want to buy more before it gets to a point where they can't get it down. So I think there's some of that going on. Plus, Bitcoin went up really, really high, really, really, really fast. It went up to 58,000 for one Bitcoin. So I knew there was a correction coming. So when you know these type of things, you don't get bent out of shape when you see it going down, because what that tells me is when it goes back up, it's gonna go higher than it was at the 58,000. You understand what I'm saying? I just gotta wait. Gotta exercise pay. I would never give anybody my Bitcoin for anything.
Hold on to it, because by this summer it's definitely gonna be over 100,000.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And I would be sick, but I don't know how many people know the story about the guy when the first purchase. We coming back. The first purchase that was made with some Bitcoin back in 2010, 2011. The guy spent 10,000 some Bitcoin that he had to buy a pizza, to order a pizza. I know that guy probably sick today. You know what I'm saying? Because can you imagine if he had those same 10,000 Bitcoin at today's prices and he bought a pizza with it? You know what I'm saying? So, I would be sick to my stomach.
That hurts. They said 500 Bitcoin was $24,000. So 10,000. Whoo. Man.
Yes.
I know he's sick.
Yeah.
I know he's sick.
Yeah. I know he's somewhere sick. Yeah. I know I would be. I'd be disgusted with myself.
I'm hurting for him.
But anyway,
good Lord.
The other thing that's going on in New Texas, bro, you been seeing Texas?
Texas, man, have I been seeing Texas? I really, I've been saying this for a long time, guys. I hate to be a I told you so kind of person, but I've been saying for a long time that, these kind of things is going to start happening to that land. And it's not just, we have a lot of people who don't really subscribe to obviously the biblical version of things. And that's fine. That's cool. We understand, right? We understand. The Bible has its questionable, things in it. But these things were prophesied long before now. And not only were they prophesied before now, we've seen the build up to them long before now. In our generation, we ain't talking about biblical time. We're talking about our generation. We've watched things escalate in Babylon. All right. And we got to be objective, guys. We got to be objective. And I think one of the things that has us the most sleep is the notion that it ain't going to happen now. We still got time. That's somebody else's generation, right? I don't think so. Everything that we see, and let me break something down to y'all, guys, because America is the most powerful country in the world. All right, this is what they say. But power in this world is extremely limited to human beings. Just to be perfectly honest with y'all, right? There are some things that your power can affect, and there's some things that your power can't do nothing about.
Right.
And when we got the biggest forest fire in history, your money can't fight it. It done raged all through the whole West Coast. Your money can't fight it. Your guns, your bombs can't fight it. When we had last year a record hurricane season, there's never been more than 12 hurricanes in one season in the United States. Last year, they had 14. Your money can't fight it. Your bombs can't fight it. Your guns can't fight it. Your banks can't fight it. Right? This COVID thing, right? The political pressure, the racism, we can go on and on and on, right? These are things that your money can't fight. You can't. This is really just the Babylon boiling over in a way that its power cannot fight, right? And so for us, for our people who have a different mentality of life and lifestyle and how we should operate, how we should live, we should separate ourselves from the place that is suffering from its own inability to operate in a productive way, right? It's the country's suffering. It was built on the backs and bones of millions of people. It was built on the backs and bones of millions of people who were there before they came and the ones they brought there by force. It was built on the backs of the bones and blood of people. And even after that, it remains being built on structures of lopsided banks, corrupt political processes, ridiculous, rules, regulations, right? We cannot build positively out of that. You cannot sit in the gutter and build a 5-star restaurant. You cannot sit in the toilet and build beauty, right? You can't do it. You got to separate yourself from that. You cannot get well in the environment that sickens you.
Mm-hmm.
In the environment that traumatized you for so long, in the environment that oppressed you for so long. Leave them with that. I never forget, we went to Gambia the first time a couple years ago. We had a repat social at Mosiah's, a Jamaican restaurant in Kotu. And the owner, Molly, his wife, Angel, she got up and she said to us, she said, "We've done this thing for them. We've already done it. We've already built the rest of the world, not just America. We built Europe. We built South America. We built all of these regions. It's all us. We understand that." But what she said was, leave those people with that. Come home and let's do it for us. Just come home. Let's do it for us. We can't keep doing it for the people who want to tear it down. We can't keep doing it for the people who don't welcome the input. We can't keep doing it for the people who work against us, right? I was talking to a brother of mine in Atlanta yesterday, and this brother is somebody I really respect. He's built huge businesses there, and he was, we were talking about the same thing, and he said, but we're entitled to this. How can we leave? This is we were here before them, and I gave the example of a house, right? Even if somebody, forced you into their house and oppressed you there, and no matter how much work you did in that house, do you ever think that person who put you into that house by force or forcefully oppressed you in that house is ever going to let up or let go or give you a chance or equal the playing field? Do you really believe that? I said it's likening to the woman who lives in an abusive household, and the man beats her and abuses her and treats her bad, but she's scared to leave because she feels like she's going to miss something. Or she's scared to leave because she feels like she can't take care of herself on her own. Or she's scared to leave because that's home. So are you that abused partner staying in the relationship? Or are you that strong individual who walks away and says, it's opportunities elsewhere? It's options elsewhere. I refuse to be in this abusive, toxic, traumatizing relationship. I'm walking away. That don't make you a punk. That don't make you, that don't mean you gave up. That don't, get that out of you guys' head. That's you being objective, right? So that's what we're here to affect. I can go on and on about this all day. It's important that we take this serious,
Right?
Because we are under attack in the West for sure.
Well, one of the things that I think people should look at is how unprepared America is only prepared for war. That's the only thing they're prepared to do, is to go somewhere and attack people. They're not prepared to do anything for its own people on its own soil when there's a catastrophe. And they have proven that over and over, from Katrina on down. They're not prepared to do anything. So here we are in the big, great ass state of Texas. And look what happened in Texas. Texas of all states. Texas. This wasn't poor ass Mississippi or Alabama. This was
Right.
Texas, where they got oil and everything. You understand
And
what I'm
that's
saying?
really the reason why it happened. You know, Texas is the only state not regulated by the EPA.
Texas has its own
Power source.
grid.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're the only state like that. And they only do that because of them, you know, the natural gas and the oil and all of that. They want to capitalize off their own resource without the country having any interference. And now look at you. What is it? 3 million something people. How many people is without power?
People are having to be in their cars just to try to get some heat with their
and a lot
kids.
of people have died doing that too.
People died, froze to death.
Something like
I mean,
3,000 cases of carbon monoxide poisoning in some hundreds
from
of
sleeping in the
deaths.
cars.
Yeah, man.
Trying to get some heat.
Whole families.
Yeah, I called a few of the people that I know in Texas to check on them, and man, it was my best friend from high school. Her and her husband, they ended up having to go to a hotel. They had to leave their house. They didn't have nothing, no water, no electricity, no heat.
Find a hotel. A lot of people down there saying all the hotels are either full or they're without power and water too.
Yeah, they were able to find a hotel and talk to some other people. They didn't have. They were telling me a lot of people didn't have heat because they were electric, but
Right.
the people who had gas were better. You know, they didn't have water, but they could try to get a little bit of heat in their house. It was just a mess,
right?
You know, and I was like, my God, and I had to, you know, you know, but the fact that something like that can happen in the United States and nobody came to the aid of the people. The people were just on their own. So for me, this is why I always tell people why it's so important when you start worrying. You know, if the government don't open, not the government, but if the government don't provide you with electricity and water, and you don't have your own independent, so you should be trying to be solar. You should be trying to have your own independent source of water and electricity, of power. You should be growing some food somewhere. You know, when people close the grocery stores, or all the grocery stores are out of food, what are you gonna do? We have become so dependent on other people to provide the things that we need for our very survival. And that's a very uncomfortable position to be in, because it makes you so vulnerable. And then when these people, I saw a video of a lady in Texas, she crying, talking about how these people don't care and they don't doing that. When did these people ever say they cared about us? They don't even care about poor white people. They don't care about poor white people. They definitely don't care about black people. They've never said that they've cared about us. So, yeah, and yeah, you're right. Ted Cruz, they caught Ted Cruz jumping on a plane and leaving, going to Mexico. You know what I mean? And then because he got busted, he tried to blame it on his daughter and say he was just taking his daughter down there and he was coming right back because he got busted. Leaving. These people don't care. And by now, all of us should be fully aware and know that these people do not care. So knowing that these people do not care means you have to take care of yourself. I posted a video of this white lady talking about the impending hyperinflation that's about to happen. She talks about it in a very layman's term to explain the economics, what's happening, for people, so people can get prepared, because it's coming. It's coming when your loaf of bread is going to be $10 or $15 and your milk, because that fiat currency is just, it's no good. They propping it up, so they're trying to move into a new system. You know, they're trying to move to this digital dollar because they know that the spending is out of control. They just print money. You can't do that. So anyway, I mean, America it's been over for the America as soon as they went off to having the dollar backed by gold. That was the beginning of the end anyway. You understand what I'm saying? It was just a matter of time, and now it's gotten to a point. Yeah. And now it's just to a point now where it's on its last leg. It's on its last leg. And if you're not doing something to prepare yourself, like getting you some gold, getting you some silver, getting you some cryptocurrency. Because listen, guys, just putting your money in the stock market is still fiat currency. Just putting your money in 401k plan is you know how many people lost money in 2008 that's still just fiat currency. So, you know, when the dollar is no more, it doesn't matter if you. Yeah, so you need to have other assets. You need land, you need gold, you need silver, you need some crypto, you need other assets. You need to be trying to get yourself some growing your own independent source of food. So when the grocery stores don't have something, this is the second time we've seen. I know when I was there and the COVID hit and the way people going in the grocery store and you couldn't, even something as simple as toilet tissue, couldn't find. You know how many months I went looking for alcohol, rubbing alcohol, just basic little things in the supply chain. I'm gonna give you the link. Huh? Yeah, the supply chain has been disrupted. You know, everything. So it's a lot going on. They don't tell you it because they will create panic. But you need to start really, really, and I'm not trying to scare you. What I want you to do is get prepared. That's what I want you to do. I don't want to scare you. I just want you to be prepared, because just being scared and unprepared ain't gonna do nothing. But being prepared, you are less afraid. You understand?
All right, you definitely can't be reactionary. We definitely can't be, the type of people that just freak out when stuff happens. We don't want to be those kind of people that get so, fuzzed out that we always, that we make bad decisions. So we have to make sure that we strategize, right? Every person that ever try to bring solutions always tell us the same thing: plan, strategize, unite, right? Collaborate, work together, and that's what we got to do now. It's more important now probably than any time before, because of the amount of challenges against us. So when we were in slavery and even Jim Crow, all these different times, right? We faced horrendous challenges, but we were still cupped together in small groupings. It was still all kind of a concentrated challenge rather than a plethora of challenges. Now we face a plethora of challenges, right? Back then we didn't have to worry about too much of our food being poisoned with GMO, right? Back then we didn't have to worry too much about a lot of these things they got going on right now, especially in the housing sector, right? How we're being done in education. Right back then, they just wouldn't even teach us. You just couldn't learn. Now, they tell you you're being taught and miseducate you. That's worse than you just not teaching me. Just don't teach me. Just leave me alone. Right? Right? You know what I'm saying? So it's getting worse because they're getting, more cunning, more, they're being able to integrate into our different lifestyles more, right? So we have to be even more objective than ever before. We have to always consider the opportunities and options that are open to us so that we're not trapped in the same situation for more generations to come.
Right. Absolutely.
All right. So, guys, this is Exodus Radio. We do this every Tuesday to bring you guys new resources, just update you on things happening here on the ground. Today, we just gave out 6 new licenses to represent the Exodus services here on the continent, including my sister Ya. Oh, she's that way. Including my sister Ya. And several other repatriates who are based here on the ground, who all also are going to be getting involved in providing resources and just being a bridge to those who are coming. So if you are somebody who is in the diaspora and you are looking to connect with the continent, go to the website, scrolling across the screen, madeinafricaproject.com. On the website, you can enroll for the Exodus membership. We offer 3 memberships. The smallest one or the lowest one is $300 for an annual real estate and home finding assistance, membership. All right, $300 for the year, and we help you find apartments, homes, land, help you get relocated, get your container shipped, find schools here on the ground, get settled in, these type of things. The next membership is $500, which is our gold membership, and that one is for the same real estate and relocation assistance, but also job and employment finding assistance. So for those of you who work in a specialized field and you'd like to look for employment in your field, there may be opportunities available to you, especially in a lot of the growing sectors and within our different projects. As we do have projects that are taking off right now that are looking to employ members of diaspora who are returning, as well as locals. So if you'd like to be on those lists and work for some of the African American or other diaspora-owned companies here on the ground and abroad, you can join with that membership. But our lifetime membership, the one that really everyone gets. I mean, I'm gonna just be honest with you. Nobody really gets the lower memberships, or very few people. But everybody wants the lifetime membership because it offers business and investment assistance as well on top of the other benefits. So if you need help starting a business, creating a bank account, getting your registration done, getting trademarked here on the ground, trademarking your logo, your content. If you need help establishing, commercial properties, et cetera, then the lifetime $999 membership is for you. And right now, it's 10% off. So it's actually only $899. So for those of you looking to come into the club, I would suggest getting involved now while it's discounted, because those prices will be going up as we build resources around the continent, as we build new offices, as we create more resources and bring on more team members. Those memberships will definitely be going up. So get them while they're at their low point. It's 10% off right now. $900 a lifetime membership to the assistance that we provide here on the ground. You can't beat that, and you definitely can't find that anywhere else. All right, so we are the only full service relocation and investment service here on the ground, providing that full circle service to get you home. So we
Right.
definitely invite you into the family.
Right. I see Sister Kay Tay say that she tried to reach me. I'm not sure how, but you can reach me by email at admin@sankofarepat.com. Admin@sankofarepat.com. You can email me there.
Okay, Vital Empress asks, do these packages also include Ghana? Absolutely. Sister Ya, go with that point. Sister Ya is based in Ghana, and she is a licensed repatriation consultant with the Exodus, and obviously a member of the Exodus Alliance. She is based in Ghana, and so yes, we do provide those services in Ghana as well. So if you're looking to move to Ghana, you can even hit Sister Ya up directly. She can help you come on into the club and then help assist you when you're there on the ground or as you make your transition there. Okay. And KT says, got it. Thanks. All right. Y'all drop y'all city, states, countries in the comments. I want to know where everybody's tuning in from. This is Exodus Radio. We always try and make it a point on these shows to share some some relevant support, some resources that you guys can take on your day. And so Jahari throws us another alley-oop. He goes, are those services good in Gambia and Sierra Leone? Absolutely. So we have a full team in the Gambia, which is just down the road from us here in Senegal. In fact, our vice president is Senegambian. He's lived in Gambia half his life. Also in Sierra Leone, we've got Chief Fode and his lovely queen, Kenya Mansoure, who are providing our services there. So if you're looking to go to Sierra Leone, make sure to reach out to Chief Fode at the Black Star Action Network International, Basani. You can find them at bsani.org. All right, basani.org. All right. So, yes, sir, Jahari. Thanks for asking. All right. Yeah. So, coming up this week, we're doing a lot of filming and a lot of, closing deals here in Senegal. And I don't know if any of you guys watched the latest episode of Africa is for Africans, which just released on my YouTube channel yesterday or day before yesterday, Sunday. But make sure you guys go and check that out. If you're watching on one of the Facebook pages, make sure you guys go over to YouTube, search my name as you see it here on the screen, RJ Mahdi, and check out the episode we just dropped 2 days ago of some of our investment projects here in Senegal, including a seaside hotel, beautiful 5-star, nice view, incredible location hotel that our members are now getting invested in. Also, we've established a partnership with a 28-hectare land site just at the edge of Dakar, where our folks are able to begin building homes and even financing, working together with the banks to have those kind of mortgages. In addition to that, we're working with folks doing Forex trading for our teams here. We're creating opportunities in gold investment. We're partnering with insurance companies. It's really bubbling up. Right, so
That's
tons of projects
beautiful.
on the table, not to mention the return, which will be in June. All right, so those of you looking to come down June 13th through the 20th, all right, is the week of Juneteenth. Okay, we will be hosting an event called The Return in conjunction with New World Media here in Senegal, another African American repatriate business, and we're going to be welcoming a ton of folks here, just like we planned to last year for Africa Day. But due to COVID, we had our live stream. This year, we're going to try it again in June. All right. So you guys get excited about coming down, meeting us here on the ground, connecting with us locally. We got a lot of development focused events set up, tours to Al Cabalon. So we're going to go and actually take you all to see the Al Cabalon land site. We can all actually go out there and break bread on the soil. And also throughout that week, they've got some events set up with We Buy Black, WeBuyBlack.com, Revolt. A lot of other names have already joined on the program. And so if you guys are excited as I am, make sure y'all reach out. The website is thereturn.sn. Okay, thereturn.sn. All right. Vital Empress says she's planning for Ghana. Looks like you may have a new member to take care of there, Sister Ya.
Come on through, Vital Empress.
That's right. Hit us up. And oh, nice. She's tuning in from England. All right, UK in the house. UK is in
Keith
the
Brown
building.
asks, are the services available in the DRC? Do you see
Wow,
that?
okay.
Keith Brown. We don't have anybody in the DRC
We
yet.
don't have anybody in the DRC. And so for those who are in the DRC, if we have anybody watching from there or know people there, we are looking to build consultants in all of the additional countries around the continent. So reach out to us if you're excited about taking the repatriate consultant training that we just had 6 folks go through and complete and get their licenses today. If you're excited about that, you could do the same. The next course begins on March 2nd. All right. So if you are interested in becoming a repatriate consultant, if you would like to help to promote the Exodus and have our full support and our full resources, then make sure you join before March 2nd. It's a discounted registration. You only pay half up front, the other half at the end before you get your license. Go to the website madeinafricaproject.com to enroll. Okay. And T. Imhotep says, when we get a diamond membership, must we only choose one country? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You can hop around countries. We actually have members here doing that right now who came and spent weeks with us here in Senegal. Then they hopped over to Ghana, spent some time there. They hopped down to Gambia, spent some time there, came back to Senegal. And in all of those countries, we have resources that we provide them. So no, you don't have to pick one country. We are expanding our resources around the continent to be able to help in more regions. But essentially, as a member, you'll have assistance in any ventures or countries that you're looking to go to or that we're operating in. Okay, so you definitely don't have to pick only one. We look forward to having you on as a member. And she says, "Oh wow, I'd love to do that." Great. So that means we'll hear from you really soon. I'll be looking for your name in our inbox, in our email box. Okay, guys. I want to give special love to everybody in the U.S. right now that's in those freezing cold temperatures. Random, I know, but I keep seeing it, and it's kind of depressing. it's kind of depressing. If you're in that freezing cold, y'all try to stay warm, man. Get out that snow. That is not our weather. Let's try.
Say what?
I'm saying, even when I lived in America, I spent years living in Ohio and New York and Philadelphia, and the cold is not for me. I'm gonna just be honest, man. That snow and ice. When it gets like that, I become like a bear. I'm not going nowhere. It's hibernation time. K-Tay says she's in D.C. and it sucks. I know it. I know it.
Oh.
I know it.
That's where I came here from. I came back to Ghana from there, so I already know. I feel sorry for you, sis. That's
easy. I keep seeing all the photos on social media. Everybody's sharing all these snow photos, slipping on the ice on their front steps, and I'm like, y'all can have that, man.
I be watching the video, sweating, wiping sweat off. Like hot, trying to find some AC.
And it messed around and got down to about 63 degrees the other day here, and we was all in the house bundled up, and it's so cold, the floors is cold, and I said, man, look, we would piss a lot of people off if they knew we was in here talking about this is cold at 63, 65 degrees. They got negative zero weather right now in much of America.
Right.
So, I want to give y'all some love.
Y'all be safe over there, man. I've been seeing pileups, terrible pileups. People dying on them slippery ass roads. Y'all be careful, man. Be careful.
I'm from Atlanta, where people definitely can't drive in the snow and ice. And every year they had them kind of every year, man. As soon as some ice touched the ground, we got pileups. Y'all stay off those roads, man, and stay safe, so y'all can live to make it home to the continents. Okay.
Right.
For real. Rolanda Ross says it was beautiful in Tennessee. Okay. All right. Another one.
All right, we're good. My mother's in Tennessee. She's in about 40 miles west of Tennessee, close to Kentucky. She's in Clarksville, Tennessee.
Right.
But when I talked to her a few days ago, it was cold and snowing. But if it's warmed up, good. Yeah.
And Memphis actually does get snow. Memphis is the one place I lived in America that gets every kind of weather imaginable. Like they get tornadoes, they get floods, like the Mississippi River floods every few years.
Yeah, everything.
They get the snow and ice storms, and then in the summertime it's 170 degrees. I'm like,
yeah,
Memphis.
Yeah, you're right.
Every extreme.
They get a little bit of everything.
Shout out to Tennessee, everybody out there. She says she knows Clarksville too.
Okay, my alma mater is Austin Peay State University. That's where I got my undergrad degree from.
Man, Miss Blue Love
And
said she was
then
on
I got my law degree
cold.
from University of Memphis.
Miss Blue Love, you down there in that cold, huh? She said she was in the dark and cold in Texas. It was a freak snowstorm for days. This isn't for me. I know what you mean, sister. Get on up out of there.
It's not for black people. We need sun. Black people need sun. Hey, yeah, have y'all heard about this? I've been seeing on the news this fool Bill Gates talking about blocking the sun or putting some stuff in the atmosphere because of global warming and cool earth. And I'm like, who elected you to do that shit? Who voted you? Who put you in charge? We don't need the sun blocked out. We're good with the sun. You know what I'm saying, dude?
Move the sun, bro.
I'm sick of this dude. I am really sick of this dude. He's doing the most. Why can't he just go somewhere? Why don't him and Elon going on to Mars together or something?
You see Elon is on Mars, man. They done already dropped their rope on Mars the other day, man.
Because you know why they trying to go to another planet? Because they've destroyed this one.
Right.
They trying they trying to go somewhere else.
And here we go trying to leave America and come to Africa. They trying to leave and go to Mars.
Well, Bill Gates needs to go his ass on to Mars somewhere because I'm sick of him. I'm sick of him.
Y'all go ahead. You know, we ain't gonna miss y'all.
Well, you know, at least what's the boy from South Africa, Tesla guy? What's his name?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk not literally messing with other people. You know what I mean? Well, he's trying to do that transhumanism thing, like put chips in people. You know? Yeah. They be, I don't know what's wrong with them.
That's when you just get too much money and you feel as if your money should be spent on global domination. You know, like. Why is it your concern what everybody else put in their head, or these kind of things? And it really just shows the undying, the unending
need to control everything. They want to control everything and everybody. Yes, right. I'm telling you,
it's like it never ends.
If you have any remote semblance of freedom, it bothers these people. These people don't want you to be free in no way, shape, form, or fashion. They want to control everything. They don't even want the animals to be free.
Right.
That's sick. They don't even want animals to you know what I'm saying?
It's only a matter of time. I seen even down in Texas with this whole freeze, they had like hundreds of giant sea turtles that they had to save. All of these turtles were like frozen out there. And, they're talking about the effects of, pollution, global warming, climate change, all these things. And, if we look at Texas, if anywhere in America uses more, energy and fuel, now it's Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas, right?
Right.
So, again, like I always say, this is nature. This is the universe getting this karma on, the people and the places and the systems that have been, corrupt for so long. So
listen, it would, if these people would just stop with the drilling for the oil, if they would go and move to natural ways of heat and energy that wouldn't be causing all this, putting all this CO2 and stuff in the world into the atmosphere. If they would just go to something,
they don't fit their business plan.
That's what I'm saying. They won't do it. They refuse to do it, and it's so sad because it's like we are walking around who are really the true custodians of this planet, but we are powerless to stop these few. Right. It's not a lot. It's not even that many white people on the planet. That's the thing that's killing me. It's like literally it's not that many of them. But these few people have dominated the entire world and they are destroying it. And it's just like we're like,
I mean, it's just clear
we can't stop them.
Everything that these people have touched, they've destroyed. Like it's just a fact that everybody can see. We've watched, or seen how they've wiped out entire populations in Australia, in South America, in the islands, in North America, in Africa, right? We see what Leopold did in these countries. We see how they came here and slaughtered. You take that and you pair that with all of the other factors of life that are
Don't talk
manipulated.
about the animals. All the animals that they wiped out. That's
Right.
a whole nother thing. There are
Right. That's
species
what I'm
of
saying. All
animals.
the other factors of life, literally everything, the medicine, the food, the legal system, the education system, the environment. We could go on and on and on. The banks. We can go on and on and on. Every single system put in place by Euro-Caucasians is now either falling or it's completely defunct. Do you understand?
Right.
Every system. And then to go around the world touting this system as the system that the rest of the world should accept as a model for perfection is even
Right.
a flawed campaign, right?
Yeah.
Because
And they have
we're seeing it
convinced.
fail.
But listen, they have convinced a large portion of our people that their way is the right way. So much so that people are running away from Africa to try to go live under that system, to participate in it, to help prop it up. And no, let me somebody said that Vital Empress. I'm not saying that we're powerless. I'm saying we're acting as though we are powerless. I know that we're not powerless, but we have abdicated our responsibilities to this planet as the original inhabitants of this planet. We have done that, and it's almost like we're black people afraid of white people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We just let them run them up and destroy the whole freaking planet, and we're just not doing anything.
Enough is enough. And I think that's where, and I always, take the road of, even if you could say the conservative road, which is that we have to combat that. We have to fight that with productive development of our own. That's how you fight. It's not something that you fight from an angle of violence or physical or, even with this whole, tech, this whole tech thing we got going, right? You can't fight it like that. What you have to fight it with is self-sufficiency. When you have an oppressor that is empowered by your dependency, the only way to fight that oppressor is to gain independence. All right? That's the only way to fight it.
And be ready to defend yourself.
Real.
Because that is the key. You got to be ready to defend whatever you build. Africa has to be prepared to defend it.
That's right.
And that goes from the Europeans to the Chinese to anybody else. You have to. One thing I really would like for African countries to do is build up their military, because they need to be able to defend Africa. You need to be. You got the Chinese coming over here, even taking our fish out of the sea. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how y'all know that a certain part of your land goes out into the seas, considered your sea. That's why you have the Coast Guard, where America, goes out so far, and like, this is our territory, goes out so far into the sea. And the same thing in China, and we're always talking about America is in their territory, and all of that. So what I'm saying is, these Chinese people, because there's so many of them over there, they come over here with their fishing boats and they fish in Africa's waters, and they are depleting the fish. Now, the African people need the damn fish. You know what I'm saying? But who's out there stopping them? Who's out there stopping these Chinese people in their boats from coming into African waters and depleting our supply for our people to eat? See, these are the things that I'm talking about. The military has to do better. That's what that's the only thing I can say. Africa needs to invest a lot into developing its military so that it can defend itself. Because without that, you can build whatever you want. Them devils gonna come right on over here, either try to take it or they're gonna destroy it. And you see them doing it. Look at this area they call the Middle East. That place is in chaos. White people just decide they can just go over there and just take your shit. That's what they do. They're bullies. You know what I'm saying? Gonna take it. You don't comply. If you don't do how they want you to do, if they can't take it, they'll just blow it up. They'll just destroy it. You know what I mean? And they don't care if men, women, and children happen to be there when they're dropping bombs and killing people. They don't care. It's just bullies. You understand? So my dream for Africa is that they really got to beef up their militaries. The Navy, they got to beef up the Air Force. They got to beef up everything all around. They need a one Africa army. All of them need to come together. You know, how is it that France can come into Mali, come into Niger, and still be controlling everything? That doesn't make sense to me. How is that possible? You know what I'm saying? You got a whole continent, more than a billion people on it, and France, this little bitty ass country, France, this little, can come over here and wreak havoc, and nobody's doing anything. Nobody's doing anything. You know, it's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. Let me see some of these comments. So most of the countries don't even have guns. I know. The ones that do have guns, I think few of them I know manufacture, but the guns that they do manufacture are so, you know, just for hunting, going out to hunt, you know, not anything like for war. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're right. It says, read some of the comments. Vital Empress says that her 12-year-old son is always talking about how we need to build a what's that? How do you, I don't know how to pronounce that, defense system on the continent. But yes, we need it. We need security. We need to be able to defend whatever we build. Yeah, Sedley Henry says to defend whatever we build. Very key, sister. Exactly. And then Black Greatness, Black to Africa said, if you're here in America, you could build nothing. We all have to go back to Africa and build up Africa. I agree. Kay said, why haven't Africa built up its own military? Well, they think they got military, but I don't know the answer. It doesn't make sense to me. You know, they be doing these training exercises. I see here in Ghana is military camps. I see the camps. You know, like we got military bases and stuff in the States. They have them here, but let's just be real. If America or France or anybody else just decide to come over here and wreak havoc, I don't think Ghana's military is equipped to defend itself. I don't. And then another problem is I don't see Togo, Burkina Faso, Ivory Coast, any of them coming in to help if that happens. They might be able to do it if everybody helped. But look what France did in Ivory Coast.
Well, you know what they have is what they have is the ECOWAS military. So all of the West African countries together have a military. Actually, it's the ECOWAS. So, for instance, when Yahya Jammeh in the Gambia refused to step down a few years back, it was the ECOWAS, it was the West African military that came in and pressured him to leave. So it was
okay. So answer me this. Right. What happened in Ivory Coast?
In Ivory Coast when recently?
Explain it.
I mean, you know,
They
these
have a
conflicts.
constitution.
These
The,
conflicts are,
first of all, that France literally brought in soldiers and helped overthrow the actual president in Ivory Coast and put
right.
in this puppet. This guy, what's his name? Ottawa or something. Put him
I
in
don't know.
with his white French wife, right? This white lady is the first lady of Ivory Coast. Put this puppet in. Everybody knows it. You know, there
Right.
was some fighting, but this is how this guy just stole the election. Francis
Damn.
came in and was just took it because that guy wanted to basically free Ivory Coast from France, and that was a
Right.
no-go. So they took him out, put this guy in. Ghana, no ECOWAS. Anybody went to Ivory Coast to do anything? Nobody. Okay, I was so disgusted. Like I was so disgusted, right?
Okay.
Then, so the Constitution requires, you know, you can only serve, I think it's 2 terms. Well, this guy, his time was up. Why he's still the president a 3rd time against their Constitution?
That's right.
Because France was they. This is what I'm saying.
And this
Yes,
actually, this
he's just
comment
doing
right here,
whatever the fuck they want to do over here.
yeah, I was about to say this comment right here actually explains how I feel about it. We said, why is it okay for us to defend and work for the Tubac military or the Mzungus who work against us than our own military? And this goes for, you know, all of our brothers and sisters who we see, you know, fighting in the U.S. military and these different military. You know, this is the thing, right? A military support system is really a country's, you know, power, right? That's how we judge national power, right? How big is your military? And so when we add numbers to the militaries that are or have been against our people, we're taking away numbers from the militaries that could be protecting our people. So as we see, some of the militaries on the soil are ill-equipped or not necessarily in a position to have a major, you know, military effect. You know, we need some of our brothers and sisters who have those skills, those servicemen and women, you know, to start coming back home. We even know Gambian nationals, Senegalese nationals who are now in the U.S. military. Like, why not use that skill or that desire to protect and serve for, you know, the homeland, right? So not taking away from any of our military service people, because I have a lot of family that's U.S. military. I'll just be clear about that. A lot of close family who's U.S. military. And I understand there's a lot of benefits and things and ways that they, you know, bring us into those ranks. And I understand that there are those.
I'm from a military family.
Right.
I'm from a military. I was in the military. Yeah, my parents are retired military.
And several of my cousins, they you know, but you know, these things are still just like any of the other skills that we tell you to bring home. Just like we tell you to bring home your skills in medical, bring home your skills in technology, bring home your skills in media, bring home your skills in defense and law enforcement and military, etc. too. Bring those skills home, right? And you don't have to just do it by going into the military here, right? You're not going to just come from America and just join the Senegalese or the Ghanaian military, but perhaps you can come and be a military contractor or be a participant, a trainer. We have people here who even training and doing English classes for the media. So we have a brother that we taught English here, and now he's the English trainer or the English trainer for the military in the military here, right? So that's a good way to use that skill, right? He didn't take that English that we taught him and run off to the West, right? He took that English that we taught him, and now he's teaching his brothers and sisters in his own country's local military how to speak English and how to use it in their work, right? So we all have skills that we can put into these militaries that would help them just like any other field, right? So before we criticize, we got to bring solutions. And if it's not us that got the solution, right? I'm not in a military, right? But I may know people who can. I may know resources that can lend it. I may be able to train and teach them English, right? Very simple thing.
Yeah.
But these are helping that military a little bit better. So we always have to be solutions oriented and make sure that, we're bringing some type of remedy to these problems for sure. Angela Barksdale says most people join for benefits, and that that is true, but that's also not enough, right? So benefits are there, yeah, okay, there are benefits, right? But is it okay to sell our soul for benefits? And not just saying that the military
Right.
automatically sells your soul, right? There's good people in the military and they do great things sometimes. But we can't just say that that's the reason. Oh, they paid for my college, so I did it, right?
Right.
If you know, if somebody asks you, to hurt your mother, and said, "I'll put you through college," would you do it? Right? If somebody told you to sacrifice your child, give up your child, throw your child in a dumpster, and I'll put you through college and give you health benefits the rest of your life, would you do it? No. But you kind of did. Because if the military tells you that I'm going to put you through college and give you these benefits, so long as you go over here to these other countries and kill innocent people and take people's lives and do this kind of thing, then you've effectively done the same thing. It might not have been your child that you threw in that dumpster, but it was somebody else's. It might not have been your mom that you hurt or harmed, but it was somebody else's. It might not have been your neighborhood that was destroyed or bombed or et cetera, but it was somebody else's. So we still have the same responsibility to others that we do to ourselves and our loved ones. Right? That's when we're in our real spiritual self. That's when we in our real, inner self, when we really living in our with our souls, right? We got to care about the next guy like we care about our own. And so that matters what team you play for, no matter what they offer you as a benefit.
And look how they treat soldiers after you agree to do this for those benefits. You want that, whatever, and then you get hurt or you get mad. I mean, look at how they treat. Like most of the homeless people are military people.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And a lot of people suffer mentally from having gone over and done the things that they've done. A lot of people, I've heard a lot of soldiers come back and speak out against what they did, and it affects them. And it's black ones and whites. Like, to go out and you're doing it for imperialism, because when people say this nonsense about keeping America safe, but nobody's over in America by they're protecting our freedom. How did your freedom get into Afghanistan? Your freedom ain't in Afghanistan.
And the thing is, every country in the world have the same requirements of safety, and they ain't got to do that to get it.
Exactly.
We were with some Americans here on the ground the other day. They were laughing at, some of the military that they saw here, right? It's like, they look kind of weak, and they're not all, they're not that sharp. Their clothes are a little baggy. They don't look intimidating. And I said, don't nobody need intimidating military. We're in a country that hasn't had a military firefight since World War II. We're in a country that hasn't had a military firefight in 60 some odd years. What they gotta be aggressive and intimidating for, right? It's not needed. I mean, you look at the military is just here.
Why do you need military bases?
Right, they're not here.
Why do you need military bases all over the world in other people's countries?
Right.
And then you encroach so close into Europe, to around China, in their in their neighboring countries, and around Russia, and then you say, but they messing with you. But they're not over here they're not encroaching on your side. You're posting up military bases and things all around these people,
pointing your weapons
then want to say, exactly.
We got to be more objective, and this is the things that I think a lot of people really normalize. Especially in America, we normalize this so much, the military and how it operates, that we feel like that is how a world power military should operate. right? But we don't even see some of the other world powers operating like that.
Right.
Right? China, they got a huge, their military population is larger than the population of America. Let me say that again. The Chinese military population is larger than the population of America. And how many times do you see China flying down into somebody else's country, forcing whatever it is they practice among them,
Right.
on them, right?
Buddhism.
It might not be
whatever. No,
not
yeah.
democratic. What is
Communism. Communism. What are they? Communists?
Right.
What are they?
Where are they going?
Whatever
Where are
they
they
are.
going striking drones for communism?
Right.
Where are they going?
Or
Taking over,
no,
colonizing, enslaving anybody for their economic growth and development. They're not doing that. Russia got one of the largest militaries in the world, one of the best secret spy services in the world, right? One of the most
I haven't
powerful
heard about
nations.
Russia
They got
going
all of
nowhere
the
to do
nukes. They got
anything to anybody.
all of the bombs. When you seen Russia fly down in somebody's country and say, y'all got to take our kind of government? When you seen Russia fly down in somebody's country and say, y'all got to accept our way of life? Y'all got to work for us for free.
Or you got to use our currency, or we're gonna bomb you. If you don't buy and sell with our currency, because that's all. And when people ask what is the U.S. dollar backed by, I said the military, because that's how the America forces the use of the dollar on the rest of the world. That's it. It's through its military.
Right.
But for its military, the dollar would be probably like Venezuela's money right now, which is on its way to that anyway. Yeah.
That's for real. You know, so you know, we have to start defining what life should be like. You know, we have to take away these things that have been normalized to make us think that, oh, it's normal to go through these things. It's normal to have these problems, these challenges. It's not normal, guys. It's not normal. And the more we act like it's normal, the deeper we fall into its grasps. I think I talked about this on an episode of Africa Diaspora News with Phil Scott, where he was asking me, you know, do y'all see any police violence over there? Like, you know, over here, the police keep killing people. You know, how's it happening? Do y'all see that there? I'm like, hell no. Half these police don't even carry guns. They don't even carry guns. There hasn't been a police firefight in this country in years. And if there was one today, the entire country would shut down. People would go and hide. Like, it would be complete unrest off of one firefight, because it's not normal. And it should never be normal. But the more we see it in America, these mass shootings, these police shootings, these gang and street shootings, you know, these celebrity shootings, all these rappers, it's becoming normal. Somebody's get killed. It's like, oh, you got shot too? RIP, right? Hell no. Like, this should not be normal, and we should be doing everything in our power to denormalize it, or get the hell away from whatever is normalizing it.
Yeah. And it kills me, because you have people trying to figure out, they hate these, talking about other people. Oh, they hate our freedom. No, those people don't hate your freedom. People in Syria don't hate your freedom. The people in Afghanistan don't hate your freedom. What they hate is that your military comes to their country and destroys and kills people. That's what they hate. Okay. They don't hate your freedom. They don't care about your freedom in America. They don't care about what you're doing in America. So these talking points that I hear people say over and over, it's absolutely ridiculous. Leave those people alone. Leave their resources alone. If you want some, you offer fair value for it. Stop forcing your monetary system on people. You understand what I'm saying?
And this goes for our repatriating community of brothers and sisters as well. You know, don't come to the continent with that same imperialistic mentality yourselves. This ain't just for the military or for government. This is for people. Because a lot of us have that same mentality, you know, that we're better than everybody, that we know everything, that, you know, it's our way or the highway. We've seen it. We've seen people get here on the ground, expect things the American way and then
Yeah.
create a fuss about it, right? This is not America, and our goal
Right.
is not to make it America. That's not
Right.
our goal. That is not
Right.
our objective,
Absolutely. Because I
right?
could have
Our
just stayed
objective
over
is to
there.
build
If I
something
wanted
the
America
right
over
way.
here, I could have stayed over there.
Right, right. And we see it. We see people come here and do that. Oh, what? That ain't how you do business. I don't do that. No. That's not how America does business.
Right.
Right. But here, that is actually how they do business. So
Yeah.
let's take it down a notch and let's get used to a new system. Let's readjust our thinking. Let's have some patience, right? Let's try and figure out why it's like that first, right? But don't come
Or
here with that.
or
Yeah,
also
we see it. Trust me,
also
we see
make
people
us
come here and get all in their bag, all in their feelings, because things aren't done how they're done in America. And we have to understand it's not going to be the same, and it's not our goal to make it the same.
that's not to say you can't take some things from America that will make things more efficient and say, okay,
Right.
how about
Right.
we sit down and we trying to blend this the way y'all do with some things that will
With the
make things
culture,
more
right.
efficient, because at the end of the day we want efficiency, we want things to be better, you know what I mean?
That's right.
We want to offer some solutions and stuff, but definitely can't come with the attitude like y'all stupid and we coming to save Africa.
Right. Because then you
Yeah.
know better than the U.S. military dropping drones on people because they didn't
Right.
accept your democracy. Right. So
Right.
we have to be the while building and developing, we have to be the anti-oppressor. Right. So that's not saying that we shouldn't still build and commercialize and capitalize off our efforts. Right. Some people get that mixed up. And they're like, nah, we don't want to capitalize like the white people. So let's just live indigenously in the woods and the forest and eat off the ground. And, it's not that. We can still
Not doing that.
modernize. We can still bring technology. We can still
Right.
simplify life while respecting the culture and the traditions and not stepping all over, the people and the systems that have been here far
And
for us.
and if you know
Right.
some technology that you can bring over here to help us build contemporary, nice, modern homes that
Right.
are, but we can do it in a way that we don't hurt the environment. Yeah, you bring that information. That's good
Exactly.
stuff to bring.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
At the end of the day, we don't want to have Africa messed up like the West, because they messed up. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
So that means we got to be thinking green solutions, right? Not all of this fossil fuel, oil, etc. This old school. No, we got to be thinking green solutions: solar, hydro, bio, wind power. Right? We got to be thinking about water conservation. We got to be thinking about recycling as a way of life.
Yeah.
Not just when you want to, not just, if you, have the means, right? But as a way of life, right? Because that's even something we see here on the ground. Like stuff don't get thrown away. Like when you finish with what's in it, we're gonna put something else in it. let your neighbors catch you throwing away some plastic bottles in your trash. They'll come knock on your door and be like, clunk, clunk, clunk. Hey, can you threw this away? I promise you.
It's so, you know what? It's so funny. It's so funny because I tell people all the time, African people are really man, they can fix anything. We call it in the state. You ever heard nigga rig something? Our people over here with nigga rig is something. They will fix it. I don't care what it is. I was talking to this brother the other day about phone. My daughter had dropped her iPhone in some water. And so I asked him, said, can you fix it? I said, I don't think it can be fixed. He said, anything can be fixed.
That's right. That's how they feel though, for real. Anything can be fixed. Like if you be ready to throw something away and they be like, man, hell no, give me that. Like, hold up, I can you be like, you sure? Like, I don't want to just be dumping my trash on you. Like, no, bro. Give me that. And next time you see them, they will have that thing fully functioning, right? It might be nigger rigged a little bit, but they're gonna be using it. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Listen,
That's
your
recycling as a
microwave go
way of
off,
life.
your microwave breaks. Most of us, we just go buy a new microwave. But over here, no, you take it to a shop or
And
repair
get it fixed.
company. It might take his ass a month or two, you know what I mean, to get back with you. But he gonna cut, and your microwave gonna be fixed. It's gonna be working.
That's like I
You know?
had a water heater in my house for months that my doorman wouldn't let me throw away. So when I came in, the water heater that was in my house, I don't know, it wasn't working all the time. So I bought a new one. It's not fully broken, but I was ready to just toss it. I bought a new one. What am I gonna do with this extra water heater? So
Yeah.
I drag it outside, and I tell my doorman, I'm like, you could dispose of this with the trash or whatever. He's like, what? No, put it back inside. I will come get it. Don't. I'm like,
It's true
but
though,
that's,
man.
in
They
us,
can
America
fix
teaches us to be so
anything.
wasteful. America
These
teaches
people,
us
I'm talking
just
about
everything
people
disposable, throw it away when you're done.
people who never step, people who you may consider illiterate because they can't read or write or whatever. But I'm telling you, they can fix anything.
They can fix it.
They can fix anything.
They can fix
They
it.
can fix it.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, hey guys, we've reached the end of this program. Exodus Radio. I want to give a big congratulations to Sister Ya, Chief Fode, our sister Katrina, Daea Mtima, Victoria Ilay, who else? Gina Eoa, the African superstar, all new repatriate consultants licensed by the Made in Africa Project to offer repatriate services, including the Exodus Repatriation Investment Club memberships. You will see on our website starting tonight all of those individuals' information and how you can link with them. We'll be plugging you with their websites and their media so that you can follow them and support them as you do myself and our family. And so, this is all about spreading the love, collaborating, connecting, expanding, being able to provide more resources for you all back in the West so that we can continue to keep getting you guys home. Sister Yacht.
Thank you all for joining in today. I always look forward to, the conversation, the comments, the love that we get from the people. Man, y'all the best. I love you guys. And thank y'all for tuning in. And we'll see y'all again, same time, same station next week. If there's any particular topic y'all would like for us to touch on doing some of the shows, y'all reach out to me or RJ and say, can you talk on this or something like that, so we can, that helps us to create content,
To know what you
and I
guys
know a lot of
want
y'all be having a lot of questions and stuff like that. So if something that we hadn't thought of or we hadn't shared yet and you want us to touch on it, reach out and let us know.
And we will definitely get to it. Much love. Thanks to everybody for chiming in on today's show. Thanks to Gregory, who made a few contributions through the super chat. We love y'all like family. We'll see you guys here next week. Make sure y'all go over to my channel and watch the latest episode of Africa is for Africans and tap in with us. We'll be here for you when you're ready. All right. Have a blessed week. We'll see you all next Tuesday.